Hello and welcome back, guys. In today's video I will show you how to make a simple guessing game in Unity. So this is how it works. A player would enter a number between 1 and 100. Say I enter 30. Submit. Number is too high. Okay, see, 15. Still too high. 10. Too high. 1. Too low. 8. 4. 6. Number should be 5. Yes, the number is 5. So that's basically the game right there. Okay, let's get to it. Alright. I'm going to create a new project. A 2D project. And I'll name it Guessing Game. Create project. Alright, this is going to take a while. So I will be fast skip this. Okay, so we are back. So first thing first. So we need is a text. So I will create a text object. So this is the first time that I've used the text object in this project. So I have to import the package. All you have to do is click this button and wait for it. Okay. And there it is. I will name this. So you notice that it create for me a text object, which I will name it text question. And it's also create you a canvas, because text is a GUID and a GUID come with a canvas. And you can also rename the canvas to whatever name you want. I'm just gonna put in canvas main, a main canvas for me. Okay, so I will double click on the main canvas and you can see that once you double click on the main canvas, you get this this canvas right here. And this is the text. And now you can select the text. And I'm gonna move this up here and click on this move tool to move it right here in the middle. And I also resize it so that it fits better. Like that. Font size 50. And then I make it in the middle. And in the middle. Like that. And then the text is gonna be enter a number between 1 and 100. Okay. And then next we're gonna need a user input and a submit button. So I right click on my canvas main GUID. The user input would be an input field, something like that. I resize it to 50 and like that. And then I name this input field. So this is the user input field. Okay, I just name it input field user. Next, I would need a button, a submit button. So right click on canvas main, GUID, and a button right there. And then you have a button right there. Select it. You move it out a little bit. And I want the size to be 50, same as everything else. Right there. Should be good. Okay. The button. And you see you have the button right here. If you expand the button, see text right here, you can change that the font size to be maybe 30 and the text to be submit. Just like that. There you go. And then the input field, you see that the enter text is a little bit too small. You can change that down here. 30. Yep, that should be good. And that's it. That's all there is. Let's save it. And let's run it. See, now we have something like this. You enter a text box, you submit, and that's it. Okay. You use the roll mouse to zoom in and zoom out, and to drag like this, you just hold your right mouse, click, and then drag. Okay, just like that. The question, I think I want to move it down a little bit. Yeah. Question, move it down a little bit. Yes, maybe I made it too big. Like that. Maybe like this would be the best. Okay. There you go. So now when you click on play, it will be something like that. Cool. A text field somewhere that to let the user know that if they enter the correct choice or not. So I will input and create another text field down here. Make it bigger. Like that. Size to be 50. Haste 50. Maybe 30 is good enough. And then middle, everything is middle, like that. And let's put here dots, and there's nothing now. And then the color to be orange. There it is. And I name it text result. Alright, so let's create a script to hook them all together. So down here I will create a folder named scripts, and inside the folder I will create a C# script named main, and make sure to add main to the program. I will add main to Canvas main right there. You can either click on that and see it right there, or you can just click and drag it over here like that. Okay, I put it here, but I would prefer adding it over here. You know what, I'll do it again. So what you do is you click on your object, and then you click on your script, and then you move your script to the object. Add it right there, but you can add it right here. I like to add it over here better just because it's bigger. Okay. All right. So let's open your main and do some programming. Okay, so here we are. I'm not going to use the update. Okay. So first we need to declare two variables. First one is the random number. And player number. This is the computer random number, and this is the player guessing number. Okay. Down here I can do random number start, meaning when the program start, when you initialize the game. Random number equal random dot range 100. This will return a random number between 1 and 100. And for the player number, I will just leave it at 0. Debug.log. This is just to log out to the console, just for testing purpose. Okay, so far so good. Okay, now we need to hook up all these GUID to the back end, to the coding. So I open main again, and I need to hook it up. So GUID hook up. So the first one is the text question. So the text question is of type TextMesh Pro. That means you have to include it here. TM Pro, like that. So the type is, the first one is well, this one, but we probably don't need this one. This one always going to be like that. So always going to be static. So this is what we need. We need to get the user input. So the user input would be TMP input view, I'll name it the same so it's consistent. Input view user right there. Second one is the text result. So text mesh GUID text result. There you go. And then down here we reference it. We need the GUID. Oh, so it's like hook up the GUID. So I would put in input view user equal game object dot transform dot find. So we want to find that field with the name. So the name is right here. This is the name of that object. So let me click here. You see, this is the object name. So go back here. The object name is input view user. So this is to get the object name. What we want is this type. And that is a component inside of the object. So what we want to get is this right here, the input field right here. So this is a component of that object. So get component, and usually it's this component right there. This is the type. TMP, just like that. And the second one is the text result equal. So we want to get this object right there, text result. To do that, this is what we need to do. So I'm just going to copy this and put it here and rename it to text result. So that is the object, but we don't just want the object. Text result is of type TextMesh Pro. So TextMesh Pro is a component within text result. You see that if I click on it, TextMesh Pro is a component. See all these components? It's like all these 1, 2, 3, 4 component. We just want to get this component right here. This one right here. So I type in get component, and then the component type is what we want to provide, which is here, which is just TextMesh Pro, like that. Okay, if you guys still have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. Okay, that should be it for the for the hookup. I think that's all we have to do, because the button will have to, when the user click on a button, something have to happen. So let's write a method or a function for it. So let's write that method down here. Like void submit click, right? Like that. So when the user click on submit button, something happened. How do you do that? So back here in the editor, click on button. You see all these on the right side. You scroll down to on click. You click on add. You see this, and you know that the submit button is in the script in main, and main is where do you put main? You put main right here on this object, right? So when you click here, it's asking for an object. You drag the object here, and it will know that within that object there's an instance of main, and within main you have the submit click. Does that make sense? So this have an instance of main, and when the user click on the button, it will call this main. It will call the function within main. This function right here that we just wrote down. Okay? So I open this main. So when the user click on that button, it will go to here. Okay, and this is where we do all the calculation. So we will get the player number. So player number equal the input view user dot text, just like that. And notice player number is a number, but text is actually a string. So we want to convert this to an integer. So you do that with a function like that. Like this. This is a handy function to convert a string to an integer. Okay. So after that, we just have to do the comparing. So if player number is equal to random number, we just do text results dot text equal to you are correct. And remember, text result is referencing right here. Text result is referencing this good right there. So this good, which is this one right here, so it would display whatever we want it to display. Okay. Else if I'm just gonna copy this. If the number is less than the random number, if the number that the player gets is less than the random number, we would just display too low. Guess again. And then else. There's only one other way is too high. Guess again. There you go. And that should be it. Let's save this and head back to the editor. Alright, let's run the game. See? Please enter a number between 1 and 100. I will put in 70. Enter. Too high, guess again. Okay, so remember that we put in a console, so we know that the number is 10 just because we cheated, just because we put in, you know, the log for the random number. So now we can just put in 9 and it would say too low. And if we put in 10, it would say you are correct. And that is all. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.